Hey Railbirds, Kevin here. We got another A-side match for you here. We have Edie Dean versus Kim Wiehl. It's Edie on the near side of the table with the red shirt, and that's Kim on the far side of the table. All right, good lag there by Edie. So let's go over the rules real quick here. We're playing mostly CSI rules 9-ball. It's race to 7 on the A side. Alternate break, we're doing rack for your opponent instead of the more usual rack your own. Because we're doing rack for your opponent, the 9 on the break counts as a win in every pocket on the table. And as always, 3-fall rule is in effect. I'm your host, Kevin Ross. Thanks for watching. This is the Midwest Ladies Regional Tour. It's the season finale. We're coming at you live from Michael's Billiards here in Fairfield, Ohio. All right, so that was Kim's rack and Edie's break. All right, here we go. Edie with the break. All right, she's made ball. She's lucky that one ball went in, otherwise she would not have a shot at it. Not that this shot on the 3 is much better. Probably just bank the 3 out of there, try to get the cue ball over and behind the 9-8 area. It's just going to thin off it. It just came up just a little short. She was really wanting to get that cue ball behind that 8-9. Now Kim's probably going to do something similar. Oh, and that's just a hair too hard. I think that may have leaked out. Maybe. Well, even if she can, even if it did leak out, this is, tough shot. And I just got a score update. Sherry just won her second match, 7-2. Oh, hey, Bobby. Sherry says, hey, Christy. Yeah, Sherry will be sitting in with us in just a couple minutes. She's going to go take a quick break after finishing up her match. She just finished up. Nice shot. All right, she's got a shot on the 4. Not an easy shot, but it's a shot. All right, gonna bring Edie to the table with a very tough shot on this 4. It's not even easy to play safe on. Tough shot, tough safety. I mean, she may just bank the 4 down to this end of the table, like around the 8-9 area, but you don't want to take the chance that it might accidentally line up a 4-9 combination. That would be bad. Yeah, she's shooting. She's firing. And all right, long, tough shot on this 4-ball for Kim. That Edie. Gotta keep her away from my cameras. She loves to bump my cameras. Tough shot. Good try. All right, well, Sherry will not be joining us because she's going to be up in a match again right away. Yeah. Kim had a good opportunity to play good safety there and just underhit it. Nice shot there by Edie. All right. Oh, hey, Bobby Summers. How many players? We had 13. All right, opportunity here for Kim to get on the board. I think she can go to the rail and back out. All right, she's got kind of a funny angle here to get back to the 8. It's not really enough angle to go to the side rail and back across. It might be a little too much angle to follow forward 2 rails because it looks like it might bump to 9 if you try it from this angle. It's a little bit of a kind of a funny angle on this. I think she's looking at banking her way out here. Bank to 8, bank to 9. All right, nice shot. Well, actually, this doesn't really sit good for the bank. Yeah, she's looking at cutting this tough. This is a tough, tough shot. All right, how is this going to sit up? Is this going to leave it easy or tough for Edie? It's kind of medium difficulty. All right, Kim's still alive. All right, this is going to sit up pretty nice for Kim. Just roll it in, maybe just a hair of right spin. Just to keep it from going into that other corner. That's good. Nice shot. All right. Kim draws first blood. 1-0. Race to 7. This is an A-side match. Yeah, I don't have a Fargo rate for Kim. Or Fargo rate doesn't have a Fargo rate for Kim. But we know Edie's 550. Fargo rate would probably give her a starter rating, probably like 525. So I could plug that in just to see what happens. But no, I'll leave it blank for now. All right, looks like nobody home. Nobody home. No friends. All right, looks like Edie's gonna push out. All right. Unfortunately, that's going to leave a shot for Edie. But it's not too bad because that 3 ball doesn't have an easy shot. She's going to be playing for a 3-6 combination next. Sorry, I'm going to have to go silent for a minute again. I will be back in just 1 minute. Sorry. All right, I am back. Sorry to abandon you there. All right, looks like safety by Kim. got that 9 moving a little. All right, it's going to bring Kim to the table with, again, a tough shot on this one. Not an easy shot. Oh, stupid tight pockets. It was looking good. Thought she made it. All right. It's going to bring Edie to the table with a nice shot on this 3 to start with. 4 is hanging in the opposite corner. 4 to the 5 is going to be key here. She's going to need a good angle on this, you know, a favorable angle on this 5 to get to the 6. All right, this can work. She can shoot the 5 in the side and go to the end rail and back up. All right, it's going to bring Kim to the table. Nice shot on this 5 to get started with. Shoot this in the corner, drift over for the 6 in the same corner. Yeah, she would have liked to keep all the drift over a little bit more for a little bit of an easier shot on the 6. And then 7 to the 8, that's going to be key also. That's going to sit up pretty nice for Edie. Oh, Kim's going to get another shot at this. From here, where do you play position on the 7? Which pocket do you play for? All right. Sorry I keep going silent on you guys. Just a lot of stuff going on around me here that I have to deal with. I'm here by myself at the moment, so sorry about that. All right. A little bit of a lucky roll there. I don't know, is this lucky or unlucky? Because this is a tough shot on the 8. Just have to put a nice little stroke on this with follow to the end rail and back up for the 9. So this is not easy. It's very easy to bobble that 8 out of there when trying to forcefully follow this. So tough shot. Edie jumped out of her shoes on that one. All right, that's going to sit reasonably decent for Kim. Probably shoot this to this bottom left corner on the screen. She could shoot it to either pocket, but I think I prefer the left one on screen. And that's looks like that's the way she's lining this up. All right, nice shot. Edie ties it up, 1 apiece. Race to 7. All right, you're watching Midwest Ladies Regional Tour. It's the season finale. The last stop of the season. Coming to you live from Michael's Billiards here in Fairfield, Ohio. It's just outside of Cincinnati. It's a pretty nice place. Got lots of diamond pool tables here. Lots of 9-footers, lots of 7-footers. They even have a billiards table, a 3-cushion billiards table in the back. And I think they have like 2 valley tables. They have like 30 tables here, and 2 of them are valleys. The other 28, I think, are diamonds, or 27 diamonds and 1 billiard table. Or something. I'm just guessing a number of tables. Maybe I should count. Maybe they have 2, 4, 6, 8. 12. I think 30 might be the actual number. Just looking around and just doing a rough count, but it's kind of split across a couple of rooms here, so roughly 30 tables. And roughly 27 out of the 30 are diamond tables. So, very nice place. If you like pool. All right, I think we're going to be taking a ride, taking this 9 for a ride here. And I am back again. Sorry to keep abandoning you guys. All right, ball in hand for Kim. I think I like shooting a 7 in that left side pocket and rolling forward for that 9 on the right side. Oh, that's perfect speed. Nice touch. By shooting a 7 in that left side, it takes the speed control almost completely out of the equation. You have like a 3-foot area you could land in and still have a good shot on the 9. Going the way she did, she had like a 3-inch area she could land in and still get a good shot on the 9. But she handled it nicely. Kim regains the lead, 2-1. Race to 7. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm your host, Kevin Ross. We are Railbirds Productions. All right, Kim with the break. All right, looks like she has made a ball. Thin cut to the 1. Tough shot to start with. If she doesn't like it, one possible safety is just kind of bank the 1 kind of towards the 3. You know, 1 to the side rail by the side pocket, using that 7 ball as a blocker. And even if you don't use this, even if the 7 doesn't block you, you still, you know, the 1 probably won't go by the 3 or the 4. So it's one possible safety if she doesn't like the cut to the corner. No, she was going for the cut and just slightly overcut it. Yeah, there goes Sherry to her 3rd match of the day. She'll be playing on that 3rd table at the very top of the screen there. Safe-ish. She can see this one, but doesn't do a whole lot of good to be able to see it. I mean, well, she could probably thin off the 1. Cue ball can go then 2 rails over behind like that 2-4 area. But if you don't get there, you sell out a shot on the 1 almost certainly. No, she's just going to say, screw that, I'm just going to kick it in. That is going to leave a shot for Edie. Oops, sorry. Well, that's interesting. There's no actual need for the second bridge. Oh, miscue. Because she could have just put that first bridge all the way out there and just held on to it. All right, ball in hand for Kim. Should probably start with the cue ball around the middle of the table because, I mean, really you want the cue ball about where Edie had it, but you can't reach it there. So you gotta at least put it where you can reach it. So middle of the table you can reach it. Just roll it in nice and easy. Come back up for the 2 in the bottom right corner. Whoa, slow down. Ooh, that's close. I don't think she can see all of the 2. All right, well, missed it good. Has not left a shot for Edie. Edie's just going to play safe. Leaving lots of distance. Maybe even get her hooked with the 7 ball. Oh, I think maybe she did. Maybe she got her with the 7. She hit just about all of that she could, and cue ball's going to stop. She cannot see enough of this 2 to make it. Looks like she might be able to just bank the 2 out of there and leave the cue ball behind the 3, and that's what she's doing. Nice shot. Yep, I think she's just barely got her there behind the 3. So yeah, it's legal to use 2 bridges. Usually you see people use it when they need extra height when they're shooting over a ball and they'll stack them vertically. Looks like she just missed that 2 ball. All right, ball in hand for Edie. She's gonna just draw towards the 3. All right, just don't get jacked up over the 7. Okay, that looks perfect. All right, 4 ball, and then she's gonna want to get that cue ball back to right about where it is now. Now you're just gonna wait for an opportunity where you can pull out the 2 bridge maneuver. Ooh, wiped its feet on the way in, but it found darkness. Yeah, I think you're right. I think she needs an extension on her cue. I'm tall and I could really use a cue extension. Oh no. All right, it's gonna bring Kim to the table, and I think she's gotta look at this ball. All right, well, this ended up not too bad. Oh no. I think I'll stick with this camera angle. Oh wow, she really jumped up on that one. All right, Edie ties it up 2 apiece. Edie's gonna run and take a quick break while Kim racks. I guess it's Kim's rack. All right, Edie's back. All right, she's hit him pretty good. She's made ball on the break. All right, well, she's got to look at this one. Not the easiest shots to start with, especially shooting from the rail. Just made it. Nice shot, and it looks like it's going to come up for the 2 pretty nicely. All right, she's in a bit of a tough spot here to get from the 2 to the 3. I think she's going to have to shoot this with a little bit of draw again and stay below this 3-9 for the 3 in the upper left corner. That's a pretty touchy shot. She may just roll it in and play safe on the 3. Oh, she was trying to go into him. And, oh. She's going to play the billiard on the 7 to try to break out that 4. That is what she's doing, but the danger was, you know, getting a shot on the 3. And she knew even before she shot it that it was going to be tough to get a shot on the 3. Guess she can try to kick to the end rail. Just kick the 3 out of there, hit and stick behind the 9. And that's what she's going to try to do. She's just going to try to stick this cue ball behind the 9, and she's done that very nicely. Don't go in. Nice shot, well executed. All right. It's good safety. That's going to be a tough one to hit. Just one rail straight across, but these ones are hard to judge. So that cue ball is definitely going to lengthen out because of all the follow you have to shoot on it. All the follow you have to put on it because you're shooting from the rail. So you have to allow for that, and yeah, that makes it tough. All right, ball in hand for Edie. Just checking her angle, see where she wants to be on the 4, because she wants to make sure she comes all the way across over here so she can get to the 5 ball from the 4. So she's thinking a few balls ahead here. She's thinking at least as far forward as the 5. And she's dead straight. That was the one spot she didn't want to be, was straight. Now she could just roll forward for short side on the 5, shoot the 5 all the way down table. She's looking at doing something. She's looking at cheating the pocket and trying to manufacture some angle here. Just roll forward. Oh wow, she shot a very nice shot there. She cheated the pocket to the maximum. Created some angle out of nothing. Nice shot, Edie. looks like I don't think she can shoot this in the corner with follow. I think she might have to shoot this in the side for and play for short side on the 9. So I think she's come just a hair too far for the corner. She's still going to the corner. So I guess the angle is a little bit better than it looks on screen. Oh yeah, the angle was fine. She got down for the 9 just fine. So this leaves Kim with a nice little 2-ball out here to regain the lead. That looks perfect. Whoa, cue ball. Whoa, cue ball. Whew, never a doubt. Just making it exciting. Kim leads 3-2 over Edie Dean. It's an A-side match. Second round of the Midwest Ladies Regional Tour. Season finale, stop number 6. If you're in the Cincinnati, Ohio area, come on down. Come watch in person. We got this ladies tournament going on. We also have a juniors tournament going on. And then later, I think they're going to have a Scotch doubles tournament where I heard, what they're doing is you have to have either one of these ladies or one of the juniors as a partner for a Scotch doubles tournament. So that should be fun. All right, good break. But 4-ball, okay. All right, she's made a ball. Controlled the cue ball nicely. Unfortunately, no shot on the 1. Yeah, just jump it in. 2 balls right there in the side. Easy peasy. Okay, no, it's not really easy. But where do you push out to? You can play a push out where you roll the 5 up on top of the 1. She's going to try to get to the end rail, but if her speed is off, she's going to be hooked behind the 8. And if she can't see this 1, she's going to pass it back. And if she can see it, she'll probably just cut it right in. Looks like she can see it. All right, she fell for the trap that Kim set. All right, it's going to bring Edie to the table. Probably just going to bank the one down, back down table. Well, she was banking it down table, but she was banking it at the pocket. She wasn't playing safe. I was thinking something a little bit more safe. Although it's ended up semi-safe. Tough shot on the one to the side. Just roll it in nice and soft. Well, that was a bit harder than I was thinking. Of course, she might not have even been trying to make the one. She might have just been playing safe, judging by the speed she hit it and where the cue ball is. I think she was probably just playing safe there. I don't think she was trying to make the one. And I think that one still goes. Looks to me like it goes. She can roll it in for the play for the two in the side. Just make sure she doesn't get behind the 9. Seven ball. Nope. All right. Well, has not left a shot except the combination or a bank. Oh, nice shot. Well, that's unfortunate. That 3 ball's kind of taking up a chunk of valuable real estate for kicking also. Just have to kick a little bit high of the 3 with some right spin. Oh, she's going the other way. She's going below the 3 with some inside draw. Ooh, that reacted a lot more than I was expecting, and a lot more than she was expecting too. She kind of reacted the way I did, like, wow, did not expect it to grab that anywhere near that much. All right. I guess that. She looks like she was playing position for the 2 in the corner past the 3, but that's a pretty tight squeeze. No, I guess it didn't go. She was playing the combination. Now, from what I know about the way Edie plays, I know she's a very offensive player, so I think she's going to be shooting at this 2-9. I think she's going to send the 9 for a ride here. Maybe I should say offensive, not offensive. And yeah, oh, she was two-way shot there. She had the 3-ball moving also. So she had multiple chances to win. Oh, slow down. Yeah, these tables are playing a bit fast. So she's looking at either a tough thin cut or a bank to 5 or play safe with the cue ball behind the 8. Looks like she's cutting at it. All right, left it the old long, almost straight in. Just roll it in. The 7's hanging in the pocket practically. Just don't roll it in behind. Just don't get the cue ball behind the 9. You know, fortunately for her, it did land in a pretty tough spot. This is a tough shot and tough to get to the 7. All right, now this has landed pretty good for Edie. 5 on the side, roll up, 7 on the other side. She just wants to make sure she comes down far enough on this. Oh no. Well, thanks, Wayne. I like that view too. I need more cameras so I can have that same view, but from different angles, from different corners. All right, this looks like a very good angle on the 7 to come out for the 8. Just draw it out towards the middle of the table. That cue ball get away a little bit. All right, tough shot here. Cut the 8 in the corner. Cue ball will naturally come up for the 9, but you gotta just barely roll this 8 in. The 8 has to just trickle in. That's not gonna work. All right, brings Edie to the table. All right, shoot this in with a very healthy dose of right spin. Just center right. About as far right on the cue ball as you can get without miscuing. This looks pretty good. Speed looks pretty good. Perfect. Nice shot, Edie. All right. Edie ties it back up. 3 apiece. Race to 7. So yeah, I am your host, Kevin Ross. You're watching the season finale of the Midwest Ladies Regional Tour, MLRT. Coming at you from Michael's Billiards in the Cincinnati, Ohio area. If you're in the area, come on down. All right, good break for Edie. Hit him good, spread him pretty good, made a ball. Unfortunately, does not have an easy shot on the one to start with. It's a makeable shot to the corner. Cue ball's gonna be running into the 2. Gotta play position off the 2. Gotta make the 1 and play position off the 2 ball, control where the 2 ball's going and control where the cue ball's going. There's a lot going on in this shot right here. Oh. And safe. All right, I don't know if Kim is adept with the jump cue, but if she is, now might be the time to use it. Looks like she's gonna just kick one rail at it at the foot rail, back straight up at it. All right, 1 ball, 2 ball. Looks like the 2 ball does pass the 4. She can play position for the, just put the cue ball, bring the cue ball to the near the middle of the table for a position on the 2 to the bottom right corner, then 4 ball in the same pocket. And that's what she's doing. This looks pretty good. She probably would like to have been a little bit closer to her work, preferably without the 5-ball interfering. It looks like the 5's not really bothering her. The distance might be bothering her. Nope, not bothering her at all. Nice shot. In fact, she even bumped the 7. Now the 7 goes by the 8, so that just opens that up as another option. So now the 7 goes in all 6 pockets. So gives her more options. Oh no. Over cheated the pocket. All right, it's going to bring Kim back to the table. Safe. Now we know Edie does like to jump, so she might jump this one. And it looks like she is going for her jump cue. All right, going dart style. It's a long distance, way out over that 7. So this could be flying off the table. She's got to get this really up in the air pretty good. Nice. Good jump, good hit. Almost made that 6-ball, but that's going to bring Kim back to the table. This is a pretty touchy shot here. She's going to play the combination. And that 4-ball could easily end up tied up with the 5-ball. And unfortunately, she does not have a shot at the 4. She's looking at trying to find a way where she can kick the 4 to the other side of the 5 and leave the cue ball behind the 5. Either going side rail or end rail. I think the end rail might work a little easier for that. Oh, she hit the 4 on the way in. Hey, this worked out. All right, kick to 4. Trying to make it in the side. Try to leave the cue ball behind the 5. But yeah, kicking the 4 at the side pocket. If you make it, great. If you don't make the 4 on the side, hopefully the 4-ball banks up table behind the 9-8. So that's really the speed that you're trying for. And actually, that was she got lucky, made it in the corner, but that was really too hard. She hit it too hard to get a possible safety out of it. So she was just hitting it hard and hope it goes somewhere. But a little bit softer would have been good so that if you don't make it in the side, it banks up behind that 9-8. So that's really the speed that you're trying for. You're trying to control the speed, so one rail behind the 9-8. Well, good miss. She's left it tough for Kim. Then cut to the corner or bank shot. Looks like she's banking it. All right, get legs, cue ball. Actually, it ended up not too bad. She can work with this. This is serviceable. Shot. Oh no. Kim is going to say thank you very much and tap this 9 in. And you're not allowed to concede the 9 ball. Got to make him shoot him. Even if she had ball in hand on that shot, she's got to make her shoot it. All right, Kim regains the lead, 4-3. Race to 7. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. While you're at it, be sure to go to our Facebook page and like us and follow us there. We are Railbirds Productions on Facebook. All right, Kim with the break. Well, she's hit him good, spread him really nice. Unfortunately, has not made a ball and has left Edie. Nice shot on this one to get started with. Looks like she can draw back a few inches for the 2 on the side. She can follow forward. All right, she was trying to draw back for the 2 on the side. Looks like she just underdrew it by a few inches. I mean, she can still shoot the 2 on the side, but now it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get position on the 3. Actually, she might just play safe here and just shoot the 2 to the end rail, you know, near the 9 ball. Wait, what am I thinking? This is Edie Dean we're talking about. She ain't playing no safe. All right, 2 in the side. Looks like she's going to try to come 2 rails around for the 3. No, 1 rail straight across. Bump it really hard. It's not really the bump she was looking for. Yeah, that's not it. Whoopsie. Oh, maybe it was. Perfect. I gotta get that sarcasm meter installed. Yeah, that was a very tough shot from there. All right. Is Kim going to try to shoot this 4-9 combination, or is she going to shoot the 4 past the 9 to the corner? Looks like she's shooting the 4 past the 9 to the corner. Looks like that's what she's lining up. All right, it's going to bring Edie to the table, ball in hand. Just come across for the 5 in the side, or even far up in the corner, depending on how far she brings the cue ball over. And that's going to be 5 in the corner. All right, nice shot. This could be a little touchy. You got to hit it soft enough to hold it for the 7, but you don't want to let the cue ball roll forward and end up behind the 9. So she's just going to go back and forth. Good shot. Nicely done. Didn't want to mess with trying to hold it. Didn't want to mess with maybe accidentally rolling in behind the 9. Oh no. Well, she's missed it good. Left it tough. If you're going to miss, that's the way to do it. This place is getting packed. There's a lot of people in here. All right, looks like Sherry's match is done. I don't know the result of that match. All right, nice looking setup here for Kim. Just to the rail and back out for a straight in on the 8. Ooh. Ended up drawing it just a hair too much. A little too much draw, a little too much right spin. One of the two. Just roll it in, center follow to the rail and back out. Nice and soft. Oh, she's shooting this with draw. She's got something else in mind. Looks like she's going to try to draw under the 9 and come around 3 rails. Nice shot. Is it going to get there? Come on, get legs, cue ball, get legs. All right, she's going for the bank, and she's missed it long. All right, well, she's left distance. It's definitely missable. But she didn't. Nice shot. Edie ties it up. 4 apiece. Race to 7. I don't think either of these players have had a 2-game lead on the other one. I think it's been within 1 game the entire match. I should actually no. Yeah, I think they've been trading games back and forth. All right, it's going to bring Kim to the table. Ball in hand. All right, 1 ball, 2 ball. Shouldn't be much of a problem. Seems like you can start with ball in hand. 3 to the 4. Well, the 4 ball is already kind of problematic, and 3 to the 4 is definitely not easy. Interesting that she chose the play position for here. I didn't think the 2 went by the 7. I thought she might roll forward for the 2 in the side or the other corner. Maybe she's playing for like a 2-9, going to send it for a ride maybe. Oh. Well, the 4 was in a tough spot. Now it's in a really tough spot. She's going to get behind there. Ooh, almost. Is it in? Nope. All right, it looks like she's going to have to just shoot a stop shot on the 2 and then roll the 3 in, bring the cue ball back to this side of the table and have just a long shot on the 4 where you just play safe on the 4 or something like that. Now the 6 ball wants to join the party. Actually, 6 ball over there is actually helpful because she can just bring the cue ball back over somewhere near this side pocket and then she can just play safe behind those balls. Just roll the cue ball, kind of banks the 4 ball, kind of past the 8-9, leaving the cue ball behind them. It's a bit more difficult from this distance, though. And I think it's leaked out. That's because of the distance she was working with. A little bit closer, she would have had no problem doing that. But she still hasn't left. She hasn't left an easy shot. Definitely not easy. Either cutting the 4 in or playing the 4-7 combination, if she can even see enough of it to do that, to play the 4-7. Oh, was she hooked? I thought she could see the 4. Well, then in that case, good save. Yeah, she could like thin off the right side of the the right side from her point of view, left side on screen. Thin off the edge of the 4, try to get the cue ball back behind that 6, 8, 9 again. I think that's what she's doing. Behind the 9. Nope. Left it tough, though. And this is no picnic. This is a tough shot. Not just to make the 4, but what do you do with the 5? Bank it? Oh, that was a nice try. All right, so she's got a nice shot on this 4 to start with, but she's still got some work to do. She's got to get back over for the 5 with just enough angle to come back for the 6, but not too much angle. And just came up just a hair short. All right, good shot. Missed it on the good side with good speed. Leave the 5 ball in the center of the end rail. So that was a good shot. Nice little two-way shot at that. Oh, I was mistaken before when I said Sherry's match with Angela Mears was done. They were just taking a break. Because they are still playing. All right, roll forward, bump the 9, kind of try to brush off of it. It's going to be touchy because you got to control where the 9's going and where the cue ball's going, but that worked out pretty good. It's not an easy shot, but it's a perfectly reasonable shot. Overcut it. All right, nice chance here for Kim to regain the lead. That was unfortunate. All right, Edie in the lead, 5-4, race to 7. And I'll be right back. All right, I am back. What did I miss? All right, see, we have Kim at the table. Oh, tight pocket bites again. All right, Edie to the table. 4 ball, no problem. 5 ball shouldn't be a problem. 5 to the 6. You know, those balls that are out in the middle of the table, they tend to be kind of tricky to play position on. All right, good position on the 6. She just needs to make sure she leaves herself nice single on the 7 to get back for the 8. And she's going to be almost straight in, and the cue balls are going to be near the rail. This is going to be tough. She might have just enough angle where she can follow 2 rails, maybe. Yeah, just over cheated the pocket there. All right, it's going to bring Kim to the table. Tough shot on this 7. It's tough to make the 7. It's tough to get position on the 8 if you do make the 7. It's tough all around. I'm glad I'm not the one that has to be shooting it, especially trailing in the match. All right, Sherry's match is done. She won that match 7-3 versus Angela Mears. Oh no, she's missed the ball. It's gonna be ball in hand for Edie. All right, I am back. Sorry to keep abandoning you guys. That's what happens when I'm here by myself. But Sherry will be joining us soon. All right, Edie on the hill. 6-4, race to 7. So thank you guys for tuning in. You're watching the season finale of the Midwest Ladies Regional Tour. Coming at you from Michael's Billiards in the Cincinnati, Ohio area. If you're in the area, come on down. Got a ladies tournament going on. We got a juniors tournament going on. Lots of stuff going on here. And I think there's going to be a Scotch doubles tournament later. And the rules of the Scotch doubles tournament is at least one of the 2 players of each team has to be either one of the juniors or one of the women. So should be fun. Come on down. Uh-oh. Nope, Sherry needs a break. She's going outside. So she won't be here for a while. So you're still stuck with me. Hey, so can someone in the chat room give a quick shout out? How's our audio and video coming through? How's it looking? How's it sounding? Are we coming through okay? Someone give me a quick shout out. All right. Kim's got a nice angle on this 2 to come across for the 3. All right, this looks pretty good. She can shoot the 3 on the side, draw across table for the 4, 4 to the 5. That's going to be tricky. Thanks, Ron. I think she needs to, I mean, this is tight, but can she shoot this in the side and roll forward with the cue ball up here? I don't think she has that angle. If she wants to be up here so she can shoot the 4 this way and come this way. And this table that I'm on does not like this mouse. This mouse will not roll straight, so I can't draw. And that's exactly what she was doing. She was perfect. That was the absolute perfect angle on the 4 to come across for the 5. She just barely missed that 3. So now Edie needs to get right back to where the cue ball is right now. Actually, I don't even know if that 3 goes by the 7. Oh, wow. Nice combination. She just fired that in. Didn't even think about it. Maybe that's why. Hurry up and fire it in before, before the little voices in her head say, hey, maybe you should look for something else. I do that sometimes. And I just yell back at the voices, shut up, I know what I'm doing. Leave me alone. Trust me. All right. That was a tough shot with the bridge. All right, it's going to bring Kim back to the table, and she wants to get that cue ball back basically where she had it before in her last shot. That would be ideal. So it's all about speed control here, and the way this table's rolling, that's going to be tricky. Well, if she bumps it, that'll work too. She bumped it, but not quite the way she wanted. So play safe. Just bank the 4 ball back to this side of the table. Let the cue ball roll forward behind the 8. Looks like she's let her see the 4. So Ron, how's the weather back there in Traverse City? We getting lots of snow today? Gosh. Oh, is that going to come out for a shot? It did come out for a shot. And that is not going to come out for a shot. All right, Kim, hope you got your kicking shoes on. Let's see. I don't think she can even kick to the end rail. I think she has to kick to the side rail. Oh, just missed it. All right, ball in hand for Edie. All right, this is good. Good angle. To the rail, back out to the center of the table for straight in on the 6. Yeah, she's overrolled it a little bit. She should be okay. She can either follow to the end rail and back up for the 8 in that right corner, or she can draw over towards this side pocket for the 8 in that upper corner. It looks like she's probably just going to follow one rail, follow to the end rail, and back towards the center of the table. That ball needs to get. All right. She can either shoot this in the side, follow. She's got a couple choices. She can shoot it in the side, follow around this way to just leave the cue ball over here for a long cut shot on the 9. Or she can hit it harder and come all the way around for a short side on the 9. And man, it really sucks trying to draw on this table with this mouse. This mouse does not like this table at all. She was going with option B. She was coming around for the short side and unfortunately has missed the 8. So this is tough because all you can do here is just roll the 8 in and play for a bank on the 9. All right. Edie gets another chance at this to put this match away. Just come off the left side of that 8 ball, come straight down one rail. With some a little bit of left spin, come down to the left side of this 9. Well, she just hit the 8 dead full with draw. That's another way to get there. That's a more difficult way, but that works. Super, super tough shot here. Don't scratch. All right, and with that, Edie wins 7-4. This was an ace-side match. Kim is not eliminated from the tournament. So congratulations, Edie. We will have another matchup soon. I'm not sure who it is yet, but I will let you know. Thanks for watching. We'll have another match soon. Don't go anywhere.